Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about bad policing. I'm Walls P. This is Matter of Opinion. Let's talk about it. So for those who follow the channel, everybody know I had a couple of discussions with my man Strategic Eyes. Definitely check out his channel. But I've had many cop discussions with my man Strategic Eyes, and he opened my eyes to, dissect police videos and stuff like that when they're interacting with, civilians. So a lot of people know I'm pro-cop, I'm pro-police officers, I'm even for not defunding the police. But I'm the type I call a spade a spade. So if you're looking for one of them channels that you're gonna look to glorify, bad behavior and disregard logic, this isn't the channel for you. I'm gonna call bad apples and I'm gonna call the good apples. It is what it is. Now, with that being said, black on black crime is definitely rampant in the country. We're taking each other out by the thousands a year. Now, when it comes to police shooting unarmed blacks, the number pales in comparison. I would say less than 100 a year. So with that being said, yes, I'm not seeing a lot of police shooting unarmed blacks, but you are seeing a lot of police using unarmed force on blacks that are compliant. Now, the clips that I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna chop them up just to save time for the video. Now, one thing I will say is this is not to doctor up the clips to make it fit my narrative. No, it's pretty much what you see is what you get. So don't take it as I'm trying to make the clip fit my argument. You could definitely check YouTube and see the full videos for yourself. For instance, here you have a black woman that is handcuffed and on the ground. Now granted, she did try and spit on the officer's shoes, and how did he reply? By kicking her in the face. Trying to spit on somebody's shoes is not a recipe or a warrant to kick the person in their face. Or how about the situation where the police pulled a man over who had drugs and stuff in his car. He called his brother so that his brother can come get the vehicle and everything like that and drive off with it so that it doesn't get towed away. And as that brother came and was complying, they used excessive force on him also.
What is he doing to him? What is he doing to him? I got it on camera.
In Rock Hill, South Carolina, the man in green being slapped by police is Travis Price.
I don't care. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Look at the dog. Look at this. He ain't doing nothing. Y'all, look, he not doing nothing.
The man in blue up against the police car is Price's brother, Ricky.
Look at him, y'all. Look at the police. Look at the police. He got him on the face. Travis is a good boy. He is a good boy. Look how they tasing him, y'all. I'm getting closer. Look how they beating his ass. He ain't even doing that. Get off of him. Get off of him. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Get off of him. He is beating him. Oh, my God.
Police say they were conducting surveillance on Ricky Price when they pulled him over for an illegal turn. He pulled into the gas station and called his brother Travis for help.
They must got it in for you.
During the search of Ricky's car, police say they found 2 bags of marijuana, a bag of crack cocaine, and a handgun. When his brother Randy arrived, police appeared to let him take some personal items they had removed from Ricky, including jewelry. The video shows Travis, a 33-year-old with no record, complied with officers throughout. Once the white cops began using force on him against the fuel tank, his brother Ricky allegedly resisted, prompting officers to attack him as well.
I don't know if you noticed, but they had a trained dog that is supposed to react to perps, right? And as much as they was trying to push the dog to attack him, the dog saw that the man wasn't a threat and wasn't even interested in attacking or even biting the individual. So even the dog can sense that the man was no threat to them. But yet here they are beating him and punching him while he's down on the ground and tackling him. Now, what about you just going into a store to do your regular shopping and then you're being accused by a police officer that you were shoplifting?
He gonna stop us outside and say somebody called on us that we were suspicious. So I came back in with my receipt and everything on it that I bought my. Why would I steal from TJ Maxx?
What is TJ Maxx? Nothing.
And then he gets in here and said nobody called on you guys. So
He just said outside, you said, why did you stop me? You said because I'm black. He said a black person called on you. That's
so
what
who
you
was
said.
the black person that called on you?
Where the black, where's he at? Where's he at?
I don't see nobody.
Where
And the other manager is right there. That's at that thing. Her name is Doris.
You understand why I'm frustrated.
Because I walked out of a store after paying my money. I worked hard for it.
Listen,
And you stopped me.
I got told that there was someone possibly
You said
shoplifting
that we
here.
paid for this.
That's why I'm here, okay? If there's no problem, then there's no problem.
No, but do you understand how embarrassing this
that
is?
This is-
We sat in this line,
You
and
guys
matter
are
of fact,
making
you
a
know
scene.
what?
I
We
didn't
turn it off. We don't want it.
we don't
We
want
turn it off.
Everything in here's on that?
Can you make sure? She just made sure. She just
You guys
said that.
have more bags in the car.
What?
Right?
Go get it.
Different store.
Go get it. Go get it. You want it so bad.
Y'all better not explain. Y'all
You
got
want
money
it
to
so
record.
bad.
Why did y'all got 5 items?
I tell you, boy. I tell you, he wanted so bad.
Why do they have that many receipts? So do it now.
Come on, Brian.
Come
on.
Think about it like this, right? I go, no, think about it. No, I'm going to play it out for you. I'm there with my 2 kids, okay? All 3 of us make purchases. So, if we go to the register and everyone pays by themselves, there should be 3 receipts, correct?
No.
Yeah.
How about I want to use different credit cards on different
It's
items?
still going to be on the same receipt.
No, it
because-
won't.
Because they
You
let
want
you
me to
know.
prove it to you? Want me to prove it to you?
I'm not here to
I'm by myself and I got 2
trying to
receipts.
explain this to you, right? I'm trying to explain this to you.
No,
So
you
if I
just
see
said
somebody-
something that's wrong. You say you're trying to explain something. You dead wrong what you just said.
If I see someone coming
In return, this is embarrassing.
It's very embarrassing.
This is embarrassing.
He told me.
Yeah, we're not.
That's why I'm here.
And he's back there rolling his eyes because he notices bullshit.
He didn't call me.
You just said he told you.
He did
Y'all
not
got
call
y'all
me.
money back?
When I was in
we
the
got our
store.
money
Y'all
back.
know what to do. TJ Maxx, we don't get some
I just want people's names
Yeah.
because
Oh, sure. Detective Roberts, number 54.
Officer place, 6'4".
These 2 other names.
He's a supervisor. You can talk to him.
Okay,
No, I
we
mean
gotta
it.
leave.
No.
You already got it called because we need people's names when we write to TJ Maxx.
I can't call the cops. I'm not allowed to call the cops.
He didn't call the cops. He just told me outside.
And the sad part is the man's excuses on why he accused them of shoplifting kept changing as the story went on. And then when you see division within the cop community itself, that is very alarming.
Sheffield Lake Police Chief Anthony Campo last Friday at the department's copier, printing out a small note. He places it on the raincoat set aside for a black officer just before he enters the room. It reads Ku Klux Klan, the name of the nation's most notorious white supremacy group.
I said, I don't want to even hear about it. I said, you've already admitted to it. And I said, you've got 10 minutes to get out of this office. I said, I want your keys, badge, and that's it. Get out.
Sheffield Mayor Dennis Bring describing his conversation with the chief after learning details of the incident on Tuesday, brought to his attention by the union representing officers.
I asked him if he was psychologically okay yesterday. And he said, absolutely. He made a cone out of a newspaper, and he put it on himself, and he made a comment that you're going to have to wear this for the shift.
Campos described the incident to a local newspaper as, quote, some off-color comments and police station antics.
Now, it seems that once you become a cop, you're in a fraternity, an exclusive fraternity. You live by a code, man. You stick by each other. But here you have a police that is more than happy or willing to put a Ku Klux Klan tag on another black officer's desk. See, I can understand there is a big discrepancy when it comes to black-on-black crime and police actually shooting unarmed blacks. But the number that we don't look at is cops that use excessive force on blacks. That's the number that seemed to get swept under the rug. There's a reason why 2/3 of blacks in America have a distrust for law enforcement, because they feel that they're going to be treated differently than their white counterpart or their Asian counterpart or whatever the case may be. See, you have a lot of blacks in a lot of situations where they feel the need that they need help from law enforcement, but they choose not to because they feel that law enforcement will probably arrest them or get hostile towards them. Case in point, look at the Victoria's Secret Karen situation with Abigail Elfich. When the police came, they all attended to the white woman and they did a disservice to her. And even when she went to the police station to file a report, she still was getting some type of vitriol towards her. So when people see that and she's clearly a woman that is crying for help, that builds a huge mistrust. And then you have situations with 911 calls, the person on the phone is treating the person hostile. Look at the Richard sermon situation.
Now my husband is drunk and threatening to kill himself.
Stop. What's the address? Are there
He
any
is-
weapons? Stop.
There are
You
no
didn't let me finish.
weapons.
You need to stop interrupting me so I can get the information I need to get officers. How has it been physical?
He just tried to fight him.
Okay, trying to fight somebody and actually being
Yes,
physical
he
is
did.
two
He
different
did, all
things.
the way
How
down to
has
the
it been physical?
Like, ma'am, this is like emergency. I need officers here
Listen
now.
to me. I'm handling this. You need to stop telling me that.
Ma'am, vodka and Hennessy.
Okay, hard alcohol.
It's alcohol. He's intoxicated.
Okay, sir.
He needs...
I'm only going to talk to one person, so please put the phone down and talk to Ashley.
Then you have a situation where a Hispanic family, their child stopped breathing. They're calling 911, and they was on the phone with them for like 15, 20 minutes and was getting nowhere because they were being treated, you know, with hostility.
This is a recording of how long this man has expressed to 911 that his toddler is not breathing, is barely breathing, and 911 has taken over 10 minutes to ask questions rather than send help for this toddler right here. Something. Send 911.
Pues sí, lo viste,
No.
¿Lo viste, va?
Are you serious? Okay.
¿No decías que estaba bien?
No.
¿Por qué hacen tantas preguntas? ¿Por qué no vienen y aquí las hacen?
No.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, no.
He-
They called the ambulance. That's it. Y'all gonna send the ambulance 5 minutes ago. And it's been 10 minutes. Okay, dispatch. Don't be a moron. Okay, so what? Okay, so you're telling me when they're sending the ambulance in? Or you need to ask all these questions first? The guy has been talking to you for 10 minutes, almost 15 minutes. You have one more explanation.
He's barely breathing. It's been 10 minutes.
These are the discrepancies that we see when it comes to law enforcement with blacks. And I know people are gonna say, that don't speak for all police officers. Okay, but why don't we take that same approach when it comes to the bad apple of blacks committing crimes, and then you have the, you know, the good outstanding blacks who are actually contributing to society and doing what they're supposed to do. This is why I love the movie Trading Places, because this shows you what happened when you put a white person in a position where they're impoverished, and you take a black person who's impoverished and you put them in a financially secured position. Because let's face it, the reason why there's so much black on black crime, especially in the inner cities, number one, the population is bigger, and two, when people are struggling for money, they're gonna try and build that financial gap by any means necessary. And we all know that there's about 400 million white people to 40 million black people in the United States, but yet the wealth gap between blacks and whites is more than doubled. So that's definitely something to look at. But at the end of the day, obsessive force is obsessive force, and if you took a sworn oath to protect and serve, then I believe that you have a job to do and be a better example than the rest of us, human element or not. I'm Walls P, this is Matter of Opinion, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
It's a matter of opinion.